Hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Okay, let's adjust some things. Hi, Casey. Feel like I want you to go that way a little bit. How is everyone? How are you doing? What's happening? Such a beautiful day outside today. And I want to be out, but I decided to spend some time doing a reading I haven't done for a while, the mysterious reading, and also we will be doing as usual the private readings at the very end of this. I do have one person in the queue so far, Jessica, so we're gonna start with her. She booked with me a while ago, and I got this really cool white sage aroma oil. I like to use, I don't know if anyone else does that, before, not all of them, personal readings, probably like 50% of them I'm being drawn to very specific smells to use on my wrists. As I'm reading and I'm shuffling the cards, I get the camera is overheated. I don't know how much you were able to see because it literally turned off and I didn't know, am I live, am I not? And it happened just around the time when I was talking about cleansing, so just something to keep in mind. Let me reset everything, make sure that I have the setup. I already started pulling out my microphone, the laptop. We'll be back in a sec. I want to make sure everything is fine. Wouldn't be surprised if this happened again, since it turned off right at the time when we talked about cleansing. I do feel like some shit needs to go, and it's showing up on camera. Okay, let's see how you see this live. Hi, Jessica. Hi. Okay, so it literally turned off and we came back on. Okay, hopefully this won't happen again. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, let's go. Let's look at the mysterious reading. We're going to be picking from the archetype deck today. And we will allow the cards to take us on a journey. A lot of times it is a very visual, very metaphoric journey. But I'm sure you're able to interpret what it means to you. Hi, Sensel's. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Let me see how this looks for you. Okay. As usual, take your time when choosing your piles. No rush. See which one resonates with you the most and let's get to your stories. Just a reminder to whoever has joined, as usual, we're going to do a private session with your mini readings at the very end of this. So it's going to be happening in more or less 30 to 40 minutes, okay? And let's go. Let's start with pile number 1. Let me make sure, let people know. It's okay. Hey, hey. You are traveling? Nice. I always wanted to go to Thailand, but never had a chance. Hopefully soon. All right, pile number 1. What are we starting with? The empty room. And the main deck that we're going to be using is the Haunted House Tarot. Oh, wow. Wow. The Ace of Swords. Be sure to brace for chaos and impact. See, that's what I miss, because right now I live in a quiet place and I used to live in London, and I miss the buzz and I miss the chaos and I miss all of those things. The empty room. Bottom of the deck we have the 3 of Cups. Let's talk about the empty room. And then we'll go from there. The vortex, the abyss, the nothing. The light aspect of this card says spaciousness, potential, possibility. Addiction, instability, more for more's sake in a dark aspect. The empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack, of wanting, of the craving, to fill ourselves with something, anything. We too often attempt to remedy this discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary, leading us to a culture of more. Ironically, the empty room is filled to the brim with potential, yet we perceive it as not enough. This card is a cry for patience, for sitting with the barren walls of not knowing, for awaiting true vision and purpose before attaching to what we should do next to save our outward appearance. Be with the nothingness. Be with the pain, impatience. The empty room has immense power. Let others wonder what you are doing. If you can settle into the magic of emptiness, you will soon hear its whispers of wisdom. A day of silence is a surefire way to harness the power of an empty room. The archetype of the empty room is also portrayed as the hungry ghost, always feeding and never satiated. Okay. So your mysterious reading, it is all about consumption. We're going to talk about this. I do feel that you've already been drawn to this. You've been thinking about this pile number 1. Some of you may thought about an idea. Hey, you know what? I just want to maybe pack my bags and go and have way less stuff than I have now. Some of you may have felt that material possessions of some sorts in your house may be weighting you down, and this is a really good time for clearance. This is a good time to review everything that you have around you and make sure that whatever you haven't used in maybe a couple of years and it's just sitting in a box, it's gotta go. Would it be donated somewhere? Would it be gifted to someone if it's something good but you're not using it? Would it be sold if it's new? Whatever you decide to do with that, your cards are saying the less is more. your reading is basically saying the less is more at this very moment of your life. Sorry, I'm just checking the phone to make sure that it's not overheating again. Oh shit, it is hot. And the way you can do this, yeah, you're gonna have to fight yourself a little bit here. Some of you are like, but I really want to have this stuff. And there is this inner conflict here. But I really am proud of this stuff. It's completely up to you if you want to keep this, but what I want you to keep in mind that some of this stuff is actually draining your energy. So it's a really good time right now to clear your house, clean your house, literally maybe cleanse and clean your house deep clean, kind of spring cleaning type of vibe. Not only the surfaces, but also what's in your wardrobe, what's in your cupboards. It is, I'm seeing someone selling. My God, we're back. Damn, I'm gonna finish this live. Or are you spending money aimlessly? This is a time to review that. This is a time to look into these things. What are you trying to achieve with the money that you have? What you're trying to achieve with the house that you have? Are you living above or below your means? And the moment you start clearing here, the cards are saying you're gonna have pretty awesome ideas. It seems like the moment your environment is cleared out is the moment when you allow the new ideas to come through. And some of those ideas were pending, and they are very connected to some sort of goals and dreams that you have. So, for example, let's keep continuing using this example of someone selling the stuff that they don't need. Maybe that dream that they had, a goal, it required resources. Now that you have sold some of that stuff you don't need, you have more resources, so you are closer to that dream or goal that you have. Is this making sense? Anything else that we need to know here? Anything else that we need to know here? Yeah, you're playing your game right. You're looking at the board, looking at the next move here. Right now is a really good time to strategize in terms of what you need next, and is the room too full or do you perceive it as too empty? See, there is a lot of potential in that room because you can decorate it, metaphorically speaking, the way that you want it to be. It depends on how the person views this room. Do you see it as an opportunity, the emptiness, or do you see it as lack of everything that you need or everything that you want it to be? Okay? The best advice for you? The best advice for you? Your cards are saying you don't need to be saved here. If some of you thought that if only this person give me that, or if only the universe, God give me that, you literally can do it yourself. That you're smart enough, you're clever enough to do it on your own. Yes, of course, could be help of other people, but you know when you're waiting for someone to give you something, or for the time being right, the cards are saying you can do it whenever you want to. The right people will appear along the journey. You don't have to wait for someone to appear now. Hope this made sense, pile number one. We're gonna have to go and take a little break after pile number one because I want to make sure I continue with this reading in the right way, and I will take some time to cool off my phone and I'll come back. It is ridiculous, I know, I apologize. I'll be back in the next. Okay, let's go with pile number two. I'm gonna do this reading quick today, man. I may have to come back and do it in the evening properly, some other topic, we shall see. The Forest, pile number two. The forest. And for you, I want to use the Super Lunaris deck. The forest. What do we have here for you? The mysterious reading. The first thing that I heard with this was go grab it. Go grab it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Okay, this is gonna be a weird one. Nature is your protector. Something that is in nature tends to protect you. Something that you do with nature, would it be a ritual of some sort? Would you do magic? Seeing at the World card over here, she's protected by those leaves. We're seeing a beautiful dark evening forest in the forest card here. I'm paying attention when I look at all of these cards. I'm not looking at the people, I'm looking at the backgrounds, and I'm looking at the colors. I'm looking at the water, I'm looking at the fish, I'm looking at the bushes and a gate right here. This is the time for you to work with nature. There is a lot that you can gain from it. There's a lot that you can get from. Next card that we have the Hermit. Work with it. Right now is the best time for you to use the wisdom, the power, the energy of nature, and make the best out of it. I hope this is making sense. What is the advantage of working with nature for you right now? It can help you speed things up. It can help you speed things up, especially if you're waiting for an offer, for news, for something that's substantial, something new that would give you a long-term benefit of some sort. For others of you, working with nature would help your health. So maybe some sort of holistic ways of helping your body. This could be a thing too. Also, if you feel like you're in chaos, you're out of balance, turn to nature. It is pretty straightforward reading, pile number 2 here. If you tend to overthink, if you tend to have anxiety, turn to nature. Literally, if you're listening to this and you're like, shit, today I feel like I'm all over the place, step back from this reading and go outside for 1 good hour if you can. Don't look at your phone once you're around. Focus on the surroundings, what's around you. Smell it. Smell the flowers. Smell the grass. Feel the wind on your skin. Maybe it's rain. If it's raining, feel the rain. Hear it. Smell it. This is a really good time for that. There are so many ways that you can use nature in your everyday life, so work with it. It has everything that you need here. Let's look at the archetype deck. When light, magic abounds, childlike wonder, adventure. When dark, concealment, density, savagery. The woods, the thicket, the jungle. Consider for a moment your earliest memory of the forest. It's likely it included all the mythic dynamics of this archetypal place. A little fear, a little enchantment, perhaps losing your way, perhaps discovering a secret mystical treasure. Such is the magic of the forest. It requires first that you enter it, and then that you get lost within it. You may think there is a path to lead you straight through, but soon enough you will be on what is known as the pathless path. There are tricksters here, dense foliage and entanglement, but equally present are the glimmers of fairy light and friends among the trees. You are on an adventure now, and there is no turning back, so embrace the dim light and the moving shadows. Whether literal or imaginal, brave the forest and get lost getting found. So if some of you felt like I am literally lost right now in your head or where you're supposed to go next, I feel like a lot of answers lay in nature for you. And it may sound weird, right? Like, oh, how the heck I'm gonna get answers there? Only if you open yourself up to it and you connect it to your body, you'll be able to hear everything that you need. Okay? 90, by the way, I got your booking. Only if. You don't really know what lies in the forest if you don't explore the depths of it. You don't know what you can find there. 90, you're going to be just after Jennifer, okay? What is the best next step for you right now, apart from what we talked about? Go out there and have fun. Talk about your dreams and goals with people who you love and those who support you, those who uplift you. And be curious. Curiosity is your friend right now. With curiosity, you're able to get a lot of answers. Focus on your inner child here a little bit. The forest card mentioned this kind of curiosity, the first encounter with the forest. There was mystery, but also there was a bit of fear. The Page of Cups found this fish and found this cup because this page, she was brave enough to go and wander, okay? So that's your reading. I hope this made sense. Pile number 3. Let's see what we have for you. You have the Kairos. I love the colors and the image of this card. We're going to pair this up with the Gold Leaf Tarot for you. Let's see what we got. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, we have gold here. I've chosen a gold deck for you. We have the abundance coming through. We have the Temperance. We have the Moon. We have Strength. 4 of Pentacles. You can't really see the 10 of Pence. I'll push it a little bit that way. And the 7 of Cups. Let's peek at the bottom of a deck. You have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's start with the Kairos card. Okay, the latter aspect says alignment, ease in decisions and action. When dark, fighting against time. Mythic time synchronicity. We all have had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is a territory of Kairos. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond an earthly clocks and schedules. Within this non-linear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. Compare the Greek words chronos and kairos. This will guide you to an understanding of logos and mythos. The word evil comes from the root unripe. Consider that everything has a time of ripeness. When it becomes a nourishing fruit, sweet to the lips. So, okay, so we're gonna talk timing here, pile number 3. And I feel like the time is now for you. That if it's not now, the time is arriving when you're gonna have to make an important choice in your life. For all of you, it's gonna be in regards to a different thing. Some of you at the moment may feel like a moon card a little bit. I don't know, maybe all of the steps, but all I know is that I'm gonna trust my gut when it comes to the right timing. The right timing to change a job, the right timing to find a new job, to upgrade yourself in some way, to do something you always wanted. You're gonna feel this flow. I feel like you're pretty connected here. It is somehow connected to your finances or your legacy, your heritage, your family. This feels important to you. It feels like it's some sort of decision you'll be making or option that you will be choosing from, because you're going to have options in front of you. That is going to be a right one for you, and it's going to be prosperous. So there is no need to worry right now. If you are wondering, will I be in a good place half a year from now? Or I wonder how this will go. All you need to know is, as long as you have this inner balance and you believe in your strength, you'll move mountains here, to be honest. And it may sound very vague, or may sound like, yeah, I'm trying to be positive, but life is not easy. It is not. But you probably have noticed a lot of times when you believe in this inner strength, whatever is thrown your way, you're going to deal with it. And you're probably going to deal with it in such a graceful manner that it won't even feel like a big deal if you're balanced within. Let's see what else we got here. What is the best advice for you? Don't be afraid to start new or wrap a season up or a situation up that is kind of like killing you. It's been killing you for a while. Don't be afraid to end maybe a commitment that doesn't feel right for you anymore. Go soul searching. Go soul searching. And you're definitely finding happiness here. And also, on top of that, something material or something important for your future. I'm also seeing some people finding a collaboration or working in a team, collaborating with a company, maybe with a person that is part of this happiness. I'm not sure what it is for all of you, but it seems like collaboration is happiness for you. But it feels like before that, you are distancing yourself from one individual or situation that felt overpowering to you, or it kind of like diminished you in a way, diminished your light. So you're choosing partnerships. And you're at the top. Okay, which area of your life are we talking about mostly here? When it comes to your success. Kayla, I got your booking, by the way. If some of you felt that you are too afraid to move into new directions, would it be literal moving or traveling, or starting a new phase in new places with new people? That stress and fear, it is within you, but there is nothing that you can do to screw this up, and I don't see this lightly, unless you will be holding yourself back. unless you will allow the sphere to dictate your next moves. Okay, just a reminder, pile number 3. Just a reminder. I'm also, side note, I'm seeing a happy marriage for someone. A happy family, a happy marriage. But there are some important decisions that you're making just before that. And those decisions are for you, it seems like. For you, for your growth, something that you've always wanted to do. You're choosing people wisely, you're choosing your environments wisely. And I'm not saying that you're being a prick, you know. No one suits me, or like I'm better than everyone. No. You just, because you will soul search a little bit more and you will get to know yourself even better, you will answer some very deep questions for yourself, and you'll go, you know what, that's exactly what my soul needs, and I'm gonna have to make some choices. I hope this made sense. Now, before the private readings, we will start with Jessica, then we have Nandi, then we have Kayla. I'm gonna make sure that there are no more surprises with my phone, so I will double check it. I will log off for another minute, and I will come back very soon. Let's look at the setup. Let's clear the ear. I need some sage. Jennifer. Jessica. Sorry, Jessica. Yes. Hi Brigitte, my question is, how can I combine my artistic talents with my spiritual gifts? Let's see. Jessica. How can you combine your artistic talents with your spiritual gifts? What is the best route for you? What is the most beneficial route? Let's get the Urban Tarot as well. A couple of Three of Swords here. We're going to talk about the emotional aspect of this. I'm going to kind of lead you, take your hand and lead you on the path, and then you're going to have to walk on your own and discover more things. Okay? You are pretty gifted. That's the first thing that we are being shown here. With your baby too. Look, your cards are actually saying that the best route for you is two. Not necessarily that those two must walk together at all times. but they will. I'm being shown a need for you to look back at some of the heartbreaks you went through, some of the really difficult moments you went through. And those difficult moments, and people also have witnessed and they have had difficulties at that time. And to somehow share in a visual aspect, in a creative aspect, putting it out there. I am seeing it floating in the air. This could very well mean social media. It doesn't have to be if you are completely against putting your art, in a certain media form. But I do feel like this is a good start for you. As if there is a message, and there is like a spiritual message and experience, and on top of that, somehow your art is incorporated, your creativity is incorporated in that. It's a lot to do with aesthetics, but the main message here is how to come out of a difficult place. There is something about spirituality that you are saying, talking, showing to people, and you're using your creativity on top of that. In a very straightforward way, this is not exactly that, but the way I'm being shown this to make sense to you. Say there is a post, and the background of the post is what you have created yourself, the aesthetics, the design. And there is an important message that you are telling people about how you overcame something difficult. Basically touching the soul aspect of that. Ways to do this, but you're the one who tend to compare yourself, think of what's out there, what people are doing. Don't create in this way. Your card is saying create how you want to create, and the card will find you. The moment it comes from your heart is when you are creating something unique. You will achieve. I do see achievements here. I do see also a period of a bit of frustration at the beginning, where you may be feeling that you're a bit in like literally this limbo mode. We're just trying to put everything in place. This feels like a bit of a it's not that you have a solid plan here, like a business plan, how you're doing this, or like a structure, or on your computer, that's what I'm gonna do, that's the next thing that I'm gonna do. It more so is being shown to me as something that you're doing, experimenting, and you go boom, that's what I like. It's through experimentation that you will get there. And it has to be something unique, and it has to be from your heart, or from some of the experiences that you went through that touched your heart deeply. I hope this made sense. I keep hearing experiment. Unless you see it right in front of you, it's gonna be really hard for you to have a very clear picture of how exactly you want this, unless you experience it. This very much reminds me of the times when I came up with the best creative idea what I want to paint, and I would just start painting, and I would let myself go. And those paintings are one of the best paintings that I cherish up until this day. And I'm not selling them, I'm keeping them with me, and they will forever be with me. So that's how this feels like to me. Alright, next we have 90. Let's switch decks. And the deck that I want for you is the Tarot of the Angels. How is your love life looking like in the next 6 months? How's your love life looking like in the next 6 months? Mhm. And the best advice? Mm-hmm. And what are you learning in terms of love and relationships in the next 6 months? Hi, Priyanka. Okay, how is your love looking like? It is looking like very lightheartedly. It looks like you want to go out there, you want to explore. I do see options for you, but I'm not seeing you. As for now, the next 6 months, I'm not seeing you choosing someone to have a committed relationship with. But I do see you socializing. I'm seeing you having fun. I do see within the next 6 months. You may already 6 months. Does that make sense? I do see here that in this season of your 6 months, it is a season for you to look at all the possibilities in terms of people and friendships. I feel like this is a really good time for you to socialize, to get to know new people, and to see what people are about, to recognize their colors, to witness someone maybe you have never met, to see how the conversation flows. And I'm not only talking about the same, sex, the different sex. I'm talking about the same sex also, where you just basically investigating people in the most fun way in social settings. Not just so that you're getting information from them, diving deep to know all of their secrets, but this is just those 6 months are all about trying new things, going out with people, visiting places. It's a lot to do with your social aspect. A lot. And as I said, yes, there was a chance to meet someone, but I don't feel like the commitment is being made in the next 6 months. It could be sped up, but your cards are saying when I've asked that, okay, can this happen quicker? The cards are like quit. So there was a reason why this is happening, and why this is happening. This is also going to be the time when some of the thoughts or ideas will come to your head from your subconscious to your consciousness about what kind of relationship your parents had, what you picked up from them, what you want in your relationship in your future. It feels like fun and very social, and try new things and go out there and literally taste life. And the next aspect from those things, when I'm on my own, I go very deep within me and I go, okay, what do I actually want to take with me from what I've witnessed in my childhood? And what I want to ditch, what I don't want to repeat in my relationship. Overall, this is a time of flirtation and fun for you, okay? Bring in this light energy. You have quite a lot of fire in you. I do feel like that fire, you will want to explore that fire, but remember, please do not pour into people from an empty cup, Okay? That's what I have for you. Let me have a sip of water. Let's continue. Kayla, what is coming towards me in love in your future? Two similar questions, one after another. Okay, let's see. My pleasure, Nandi. What is coming for you in love in the near future? And I'm gonna be using the first thing that I picked up from you is the thing that I felt. Just exploration, just light-hearted time, flirt. What is the next event that you need to know that is happening in your love life? We have extra messages here. So, tarot, sometimes we ask about one thing, but tarot goes, you know what, but that's the priority. Let's talk about that. That's what's going to happen in this reading. Okay. I need one more deck. There is a time when you will be shown, if not just yet, to take care of your body, okay? And this is screaming at me. You really need to pay attention to your body's needs. You really need to pay attention to to how you can organize yourself in a way where in your schedule you also include the self-care, the rest, the chilling. Because if you're not going to take a break, the body will take that break for you. And the same cards are talking about, hey Sancha, the cards are talking about a need for you to pay attention in the future in terms of your love life. How do you feel around the individual? Not how they look like, not how what they say to you, not what they do in life. How do you feel? See, your body is like a sponge. You probably tend to be quite sensitive in terms of the energy, the emotions of other people, their moods, and all of that jazz. It can be a gift, right? But at the same time, it can be a curse because then we have to really take care of ourselves, have really good boundaries, energetic boundaries, literal boundaries with people. We need to know how to say no. If your body is being shown as overworked a little bit, so look at balancing your schedule a little bit more. You're saying yes, past 6 months have been in the gym 4 times a week and have been needing to implement more rest now. Haha. Yeah, it is here. It is here. It is great that you're working out, but I feel like maybe the rest time is not as often. or maybe after the gym or before the gym you're already very tired, you didn't have a good night's sleep, look at those things. So this is more beneficial than draining on your physical body. Okay, what is happening? So since we got this out of the way, what is happening in your love life next? What is happening in your love life next? Hmm. Bear with me. Have you noticed that you tend to be very protected from certain people at certain times? At first you may say that, oh, I really want to be friends with this individual, or I would like to date this individual, and something happens where you go, it didn't work out, I don't know what happened, I couldn't hang out with them, or this didn't work out. You need to know that you are being protected from what's, especially when in terms to people, when someone is not for you. At first you may think that this sucks, but this is actually a blessing. What is happening in your love life in the next 6 months? Or not 6 months, in general. I do see, since we don't have a time bracket here, I do see that you are focusing on the family dynamic. And now this is very confusing. I don't know if you're single or if you are taken, but I do see very strong presence of a family here. A part of the family. It feels like a very social family dynamic that you have here. It feels that everyone gets along with each other. I do see, it feels very present to me. This partnership feels very commitment, or they will be in this commitment that we're talking about very, very soon. A little bit about the individual here. This person, feminine energy, and very kind of like that feminine energy is what makes them very alluring, very mysterious to you. It's the softness that is not weakness that is very attractive. It is the sensitivity to someone else's needs that is very attractive. You're gonna be drawn to this individual because of their feminine energy. And it's not to say that this person doesn't have masculine. It's something that is coming up here that's gonna draw you in. And what kind of example can I give you? I don't know, maybe you wanna watch that movie. It's an old movie if you haven't watched it just yet. August Rush. That relationship between those two people is what this reminds me of. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers is the person that popped up in my head in that movie, who has this masculine energy, but the feminine is what draws her in. Artistic, right? Creativity, caring, the way he looks at her, the way he strokes her hair, gives her a hand, it's that. So that's what kind of individual I'm seeing in the cards. But I do feel like there are going to be situations in the first 3 to 4 months when you will butt heads a little bit. And you're going to have to work this out with the Justice card. Your differences will show each of you what needs to be looked at and worked on with them. So some of the triggers may pop up. This feels deep, this feels very touching, and feels very vulnerable type of connection. Hope this made sense. That took me on a journey, this reading. Okay, who do we have next? Hi Tyler, you made it today. Okay, okay. Sip of water. You say, I plan to focus more on my entrepreneurial business, such as my clothing brand. Will that be a good investment, or should I focus on something more stable and salary based? Hi. I want to use some grapefruit on my wrists. As my whole room is covered in the smoke of sage. It is not a big room, and I have the. I don't know why I remember this scene where, when you're cleansing your room with sage, but the doors and windows are closed, and the demon keeps running around in circles. Have you seen that one? It's one of the best memes that I've seen for a long time, and it keeps popping up in my head, and I keep internally laughing. Because I did have a similar situation where Joseph Montero, went to cleanse my room one time, and there was like weird stuff happening, and I was like, did you open the door when you were saging it? He's like, no. I was like, what do you expect? He was trying to escape. Okay, back to focus. I'm serious. I'm back. I'm back. I plan to focus more on my entrepreneurial business, such as beauty. So do you want to focus on these two businesses, the lashes and brows, and your clothing brand? You're gonna be splitting your time 50-50. Or should you do something more stable and salary based? Okay, so you wanna split your time into. Okay, let's look. I want the urban tarot for you. Nope. The steampunk. What is best for you? Beauty and clothing, how would it go? How would it go financially? Should you focus on something more stable, salary based? Okay, look. In terms of businesses, I do see that you can do it, but you need more time, because there is something about the beauty and the clothing that needs to be upgraded. And it's taking me towards this path of aesthetics, how it looks. So maybe how you promote it, what do pictures, the videos look like, I'm seeing a need for it to be super professional looking. I'm seeing ring lights. I'm seeing all of that because I'm being drawn to competition here, and in order for you to be on top of this, on top with this, um, there needs to be an upgrade. I don't know, in tech or in the visuals of how this looks like online, how you are marketing yourself. Does this make sense? Lots of competition in the lash industry in your area. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm seeing. What can you do to stand out in terms of how you look online, or how even your space looks like? It is important here. Yeah. So this would require quite a lot of your energy, but I do see that you're loving this. But when it comes to finances, I feel like you would need more. I don't feel like at this time it would provide you as much as you would want. But again, the cards are not saying to you throw this away. The cards are saying you need extra. You're right. I have to really market. I'm doing a social media cleanse right now just to refocus and come back with everything together. Okay, awesome. So we started doing this. It does feel like there is a need for you to have a stable income right now, for now. And the cards are saying we don't want to kind of stress you out here or maybe feel bad, going for something that maybe you're not going to do for a long time or you're not so interested in, but slowly and steady in terms of finances wins the race here for now. This is a good time for you to find. We have the 12 Pentacles, a job that would elevate you a little bit or make you feel that you are safe, that you are financially safe, that you can move forward, that in case something happens, right? In case something happens, something breaks, that you do have those finances because you have earned it. So that's the route for you. That's completely the decision of yours, but which option would allow me to save or put money aside even for maybe the day when something breaks? Would it be a car? Would it be, whatever should happen? What is the safest option for me right now? Because this, I feel like you're gonna be good, but I don't feel like it's the time for this to boom yet. I feel like you'll keep coming back to it until you feel that you have more time. It feels like right now this gap has to be filled with a little bit more stability. It's just hard because I'm leaving my full-time job because of my internship during the day. So I'll have to be very creative with the salary option. But you are creative, you'll make it happen. As long as you are not putting yourself in a ditch here by the choices that you're making, you're good. I really don't feel like it matters what kind of job you're gonna be getting during that time when you're doing this. It's just for you to have a solid ground underneath your feet. This is not gonna go anywhere. This is still gonna be a part of you. I don't feel like you're gonna leave this behind. You will come back to it and you will do something with it. But I don't feel like the time for you to focus 100% of the beauty and the clothing is right now. Anything else? Yeah, the cards are showing you quitting your full-time job, right? The suitcase on the floor. This is a guy who just came from work. Yeah, anything else? I want one card, a message for you from the Arcane exec. Oh wow, flew out of my hands. Let's see. Distinctive potential you got here. Rely on your faith and knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize the goal. So this is just basically an extra message telling you that you know this, but what I'm paying attention to mostly here, hang in there. So this might be the period that you don't necessarily like, but that period will be over. Mm-hmm. What else? I'm also seeing a need here to seek assistance when you need assistance. Would it be family, friends, or people who can help you out whenever you need that help? I'm saying it can be as simple as making a phone call, okay? And it's not necessarily connected to the finances. It's just maybe an ear that wants to listen to you, you know, getting the positive energy, sharing it with other people. So I hope this was helpful. And if no one else has any questions, I will log off. And let me know if anyone else is here as I'm tidying the desk. Otherwise, I will say ciao and I'll go and enjoy Friday. Alrighty. Thanks for coming by, passing by, and I will see you in the next one. I will sure come on live at least one more time this weekend. I believe so. We'll see what happens. I'll try. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.